What's going on there, guys, and welcome back to F1 Fresh. It's well known that Formula 1 drivers, just like any other sports people, make millions of dollars every year as they compete in one of the highest tiers of motorsport in the world and also have many high-paying endorsements and various ventures to their names. But have you ever wondered who among them make or have made the most money? Well, we're going to take a look at the richest Formula 1 drivers of all time, so without any further ado, let's jump right into it. Number 8. Nico Rosberg. We start off our list with the former Mercedes driver Nico Rosberg, who had a short but flaming career in Formula 1. Rosberg retired not long after he won his one and only World Championship in 2016 so he could spend more time with his family. Rosberg reportedly has a net worth of $30 million. He's launched various ventures since his retirement from Formula 1 racing, which includes the Rosberg E-Team, which he'll compete against Lewis Hamilton in the Electric Off-Road Series. Number 7. Sebastian Vettel. The German racing driver Sebastian Vettel is known in Formula 1 as a skilled racer for BMW Sauber, Red Bull, Toro Rosso, and Ferrari. From the start of his career up until right now, Vettel has made a fortune of an astounding $140 million for himself. This, however, isn't much of a shocker for people who are already aware of how much Formula 1 racers make, and keeping in mind that Vettel has been in the game for over a decade and has won 4 world titles between 2010 and 2013, his net worth is in fact expected to be as high as it is. Vettel holds the world record for being the youngest champion in the history of F1 after his glorious winning performance in the 2010 campaign. Recently, after leaving Ferrari at the age of 34, Vettel signed a 3-year contract with Aston Martin, which was reported to pay him around $16 million a season. Number 6. Jody Scheckter. The legacy of the South African business proprietor and the unsung hero of motor racing, Jody Scheckter has undoubtedly been carved in stone, as he's still the only racer from Africa to have ever won the World Championship, which he did back in 1979. Although his record still remains untouched to this day, his fortune has skyrocketed despite how he used to do in Formula 1. Scheckter was a competitor in the sport between the years of 1972 and 1980, which was when he decided to give it a rest. As of currently, his net worth has been reported to be a solid $100 million. The wealth that Scheckter has comes not only from his career as an F1 driver, but also from his business moves outside of racing, which include him selling his high-tech security firm that he found in the United States, after which he set up his very own organic farming enterprise in Great Britain. Number 5. Eddie Irvine. The former Formula 1 racer Eddie Irvine was as dedicated to the sport as one could possibly be, winning the Formula 4 championship at the young age of only 17. Irvine had a bombastic career in F1, with him racing alongside the likes of Michael Schumacher with the Scuderia, recording 26 podium finishes and winning 4 Grand Prix. In 1999, Irvine was a hair's breadth away from winning a title, but in the end, he got second place behind Mika Hakkinen, who was the winner of the title in the absence of Schumacher, as he was out of the competition due to a broken leg. What many people don't know about Irvine was that he was already a millionaire before he began racing, as he was the son of a wealthy Northern Irish garage owner who made profitable investments in different places. Keeping aside the money he earned from his time as a racer, Irvine also made a lot of money by investing in properties across the UK through his own firm Kershartzer Developments, and as of right now, he has a net worth of a whopping $120 million. Number 4. Jenson Button. Considered by many as the best driver who's ever lived in Great Britain, Button is also known for his fiery rivalry with the one and only Lewis Hamilton at McLaren before he hung his coat from Formula 1 racing in 2016 at the Belgian Grand Prix after Vettel hit him and punctured the radiator of his car. Button won his only world title more than a decade ago in 2009 with the Brawn Racing, which however no longer exists, going from 14th place to finishing in 5th place in the country of Brazil. Even though Button had trouble and in the end couldn't accomplish this feat in the years coming after the decline of McLaren, he still remains a beloved part of Formula 1 with Sky Sports coverage as a commentator. If you're thinking that he's trying to wiggle his way into F1 with his days of glory behind him, And because he needs to have a job, then you couldn't be more wrong, as the last time we checked, Button had a net worth of $150 million. Number 3. Fernando Alonso. The Spanish racing driver Fernando Alonso is considered to be the greatest, if not one of the greatest Formula 1 drivers of all time, and there are no signs of him stopping even at his age, which is 40, as he very recently got a podium finish at the Qatar Grand Prix. Alonso won the series' World Drivers' Championship in 2005, and then won it once again the year after in 2006, which was when he toppled the king of Formula 1 at the time, Michael Schumacher. Currently competing with Alpine, Alonso also competed in the 24-hour Le Mans race and Indy 500, as looking to add to his bundle of titles after his underwhelming time with McLaren and Ferrari. Alonso is not only the best F1 driver of all time, but is also the richest with his net worth of $240 million. Number 2. Lewis Hamilton. We're sure you were waiting for us to mention the man himself, Lewis Hamilton, in this list, and here he is at number 2. The famous British racing driver has no less than 103 wins on his record, and just one more win would send him to the top of the number of victories achieved by a driver in Formula 1's history. Hamilton is also expected to pass the individual on the number 1 spot on our list, Michael Schumacher, soon if he wins his 8th world title, which was something that he recently missed out on. Although Hamilton is pretty close to leaving Schumacher behind him in terms of achievements as a racer, he's still not quite the richest racer there is as of now, in spite of his premium sponsorships and heavy Formula 1 salary. Earning nearly $55 million per season, Hamilton is currently reported to have a net worth of a breathtaking $285 million. Number 1. Michael Schumacher. We end our list with probably the most well-known name in the history of Formula 1 and the pride of the Schumacher family, Michael Schumacher, who has set himself as a legend with his exceptional career at Ferrari, during which he won 4 world championships one after another without missing a year between 2000 and 2004. Another fact about Schumacher was that he was also the second highest earning person in sports during his prime. If this doesn't give you an idea of how rich he is, then nothing will. Even after his retirement from racing, the Schumacher brand didn't stop growing, and after a short comeback with Mercedes back in 2010, his net worth is approximately $800 million. Unfortunately, ever since his skiing accident, which occurred in 2013, Schumacher has decided to stay away from the public eye, but that doesn't change the fact that he's without a doubt the richest racer in the world right now. Well guys, this about puts an end to our video, which we hope you had a blast watching. And if you did, do be sure to hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, as well as press that bell icon so you don't miss out on any of our upcoming content. Until next time, take care and goodbye.